Welcome to the Foster Tanner Music Building at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, a 5-story building that houses classrooms, offices, and practice rooms for the music department at FAMU. The lobby houses the Hall of Distinction, a wall dedicated to decorated graduates of the School of Music here at FAMU. Some notable graduates are Dr. Julian E. White, the second director of bands at FAMU, and Dr. Shaylor James, the current and longtime percussion instructor for the music department. Below the lobby are the recital hall and the choir room. In the recital hall, students and teachers perform for their peers and lectures take place. On the second and third floor, there are classrooms and offices for the students and staff of the music department at FAMU. On the fourth floor, there are practice rooms for the students to rehearse their music for solos and ensembles they participate in. The Foster Tanner Band Room houses the instruments and equipment for the many large FAMU band ensembles, including the Marching 100. It is here where the large ensembles rehearse. None of this would have been possible without the work of Dr. William P. Foster, the founder of the Marching 100 and the namesake of these music buildings. To talk about his experience with Dr. Foster, here's the 4th Director of Bands, Dr. Shelby Chipman.
Okay, how's it going? My name is Dr. Shelby Chipman. I serve as Director of Bands at Florida A&M University in Tallahassee, Florida. Wow, that's a fabulous question. And of course, Dr. William P. Foster serves as the law of all college band directors. He was very influential, of course, helping to garner the name of the Incomparable Marching 100, which we started June 1st, 1946, many years ago. And of course, he was Director of Bands for 58 years. Helping to revolutionize college and high school marching bands from around the world. And of course, Dr. Foster was one of my mentors when I was in college here, playing in the trumpet section and being one of the first students to be a student conductor and having the opportunity to rehearse the FAMU band and just talk with him on numerous occasions. And I remember one day he invited me to his office and asked me about my role in the band and how I was perceiving the band and how I enjoyed being in the band, and he could see some great things and opportunities for me. And he went on to ask me, as a computer science major, would I be interested in that? I was finishing up my degree, staying an additional 2 years to finish up a music education. And I pondered the thought because at first glance I was like, man, I'm tired of being broke and I'm ready to get out and make some money in a very reputable area such as computer science. But I decided to stay a couple of more years and so received my second Bachelor of Science degree in music ed, and it was one of the greatest decisions I could have made. And I remember that day stepping in his office and in a sense being petrified, but at the same time being overwhelmed that somebody on Dr. Foster's level, someone who's been the president of every major band organization in the world, such as the American Bandmasters Association and College Band Directors National Association, and a great representative of Florida Music Education Association, of which I'm going to be the president. I am the president-elect of now, and so many learning moments and curves through his leadership, through his ability to have the command of the King's language, through his ability to be an artistic conductor, motivator, someone who dressed, is impeccably well as relates to him and what he believed in. And when he organized all the band trips, we stayed in first-class hotels. Of course, we always traveled in great fashion and great style, and just so many life-learned messages that were sent through Dr. Foster's leadership. And as a high school band director, once I did leave FAMU for 10 years, I tried to instill that in my students at American High and Miami Central High School. And then I had the great fortune to come back and work with him for one additional year where he was retired status but emeritus status, and so he would come in and speak to our music majors, our instrumental methods and conducting students about just being role models as they were working to develop their pedagogues in the different areas that they would possibly be teaching. And then of course joining the staff and learning from others such as Dr. Julian E. White, who took over for him, as well as Dr. Sylvester Young, I think has prepared me to serve in this capacity as the Director of Bands and continue to move the program forward and think about how we could revolutionize marching bands for the next 50 years, just as Dr. Foster and the previous assistant band staff did. Well, as it relates to the marching arts, I think the musicianship is the one thing that Dr. Foster, among many, but certainly would be at the top of my list, that he was a master of. He constantly pursued excellence from his students and demanded excellence from his students. And when he conducted, the expectations of how he broke down the music was something that was just phenomenal. And then I think that gravitated itself to all the schools, whether they were public schools, private schools, universities, to see how the FAMU band was able to garner the type of sound that we garnered, and how we were able to promote the arts through all of the many public performances that we did, and the great demand that the band was asked to perform in, and helped to revolutionize not only music, but, as to your point, the arts, and how it made arts more relevant in all the communities that were near and far. And of course, all the speaking engagements that Dr. Foster had an opportunity to speak to on national levels and international levels helped to, again, command that attention about how relevant the arts are. And just as the data will report even now, that the arts is a strong component in students doing well in school, and we hope as we move forward we'll continue to emphasize that with our students as well, so that they'll know to spread the good cheer about the arts and music and its relevance.
All right, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Dr. Foster had a profound impact on the marching arts as well as the art of music. So much so, an exhibit and picture of Dr. Foster has been included in the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture and the National Portrait Gallery, revealed on September 12, 2019 at his 100th birthday celebration. His impact made it so on October 10, 1969, the Fine Arts buildings were named after him. To speak on his legacy, here is Dr. Foster himself.
How shall we remember Dr. William P. Foster and his relationship to the FAMU band as the founding father of the band? When people think of you in the coming years, how shall we remember you? What would you have us think about what you tried to do here at Florida A&M?
Well, I would say this, that I gave my life to the Florida A&M University band, and I tried in every way and in every manner to uphold the highest standards possible, and to bring about an achievement that the university and the state of Florida would be proud of. And so that would probably be my legacy to leave for the band and for myself.